Welcome. Today we're going to learn about the distributive property. The distributive property is basically a way to simplify a lot of multiplication. As an example, before we do the actual distributive property, if remember that 3 times 4, or in other words, it means 3 fours, that's the same as adding 3 fours together. 3 times 4, that's the whole point of multiplication, is it's a short way to do multiple addition, which gives you 12. Same thing applies when it comes to distributive. If I give you a 2 and then the parentheses and let's say an x plus 4, by order of operations, we're technically supposed to add inside the parentheses first. But since one of the terms is a variable, I can't add it to the 4. So we want a way to simplify this or remove the parentheses. Well, the process is simply realizing that this 2 in front, just like the 3 in front of the 4 here, means I'm going to add 2 of these x plus 4s together. I'm adding 2 of those together. Now, if I'm adding, I don't need the parentheses. I can actually remove the parentheses and just write it as x plus 4 plus x plus 4. And like we've learned in the previous lesson, adding like terms, we can rearrange these and we can actually say we have 2 x's and we have 2 4s, which again reduces to simply 2x plus 8. Which, if we go back, we can think, oh, I could have did that a lot quicker if I'd realized I'm just going to distribute the 2 in, times that x by the 2, and then also times the 4 by the 2. And that's the distributive property, is just multiplying both terms inside by the thing on the outside. The biggest mistake students will make is when it comes to signs. So for instance, if I give you negative 2 and then I do parentheses x minus 7, again, when I distribute in, I got to make sure that I distribute in the negative in with the 2 and to each, both the x term and the negative 7 term. In other words, I'm going to do it really slowly here. I'm going to do negative 2 times the x minus a negative 2 times the 7. But 2 negatives make a positive, so we get a negative 2x plus 14. So when that negative 2 times the negative 7 gives us the positive 14, it changes the sign. And the positive x actually became a negative 2x. As well, in your assignment, they will sometimes try to be, confusing, and they will actually put the term or the number that you're multiplying in at the end. They might go like negative 3 at this end here. Just remember that the parentheses that have the 2 terms in it is the one you're distributing into with the one that has the single. So I'm going to do the negative 3 times this 2x. That gives me a negative 6x. And then the negative 3 times the negative 4 gives me the plus 12. And so again, that's the simple rule for the distributive property. It's just taking whatever is being multiplied on the outside of the parentheses and multiplying it by both terms on the inside of the parentheses, whether it's on the right side or whether it's on the left side. Just multiply it in by both. If you have any questions, please bring them to class.